And welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a lovely week and enjoying yourself. Just think about all the positive things in your life and hope you're having a great time. And tomorrow, I want you to get up and be completely non-judgmental and just greet everybody. Just shake their hands, find out about people, and remember, you probably won't see those people again this lifetime. We pass all these people and quite often we don't smile, we don't say hello. You see it in the mornings, don't you, going to the city or going to work, going to the marketplace. Nobody lets you in. Everyone's, you know, very much into themselves, wanting to get to that A to B, trying to make more money. But not all people, but just try to be a bit more loving, a bit more giving. And that's so important, isn't it? Like your parents, Derek, what beautiful people. You know, I met your dad. I can't remember how I met him, but he invited me to his place, and your mum was there, and they fed me and gave me, you know, just come around to talk.
Yeah.
That's before I knew about your problems.
Yeah, just genuine people, you know.
Lovely people, authentic.
Yeah, look, that's more how we are. You know, like my family, that's how we get brought up. You know, that's how my culture is.
It's a good culture, and I always say that nobody's better than anyone else. You know, we're all in this together, and I suppose we're all going to die to. One by one, you know, every day we're getting closer to death. I always think in my mind, in 240 months, we'll be 20 years older. You know, I'm 45 now. 240 months, I'll be 65, and shortly after that, it'll be on the way out. You know, the body starts deteriorating, we're getting older. So, you know, we can forget about all this pretentious stuff and being judgmental, and we can stop all the work bullying and the backstabbing. Forget about all that nonsense, you know. Really reach out to others, be non-judgmental, and we're going to have a much better community, because fights and wars, it's all about the backstabbing, the jealousy, and being judgmental, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah,
that's right.
But you're quite right, Derek, what you said before, those 2 years of, you know, the tough times. First, the marriage split up. Then, of course, we went to court at Dandenong for, I think, assault or breach of intervention order.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit drummed up, but, you know, we went through that.
And, look, we got through all that. That was great.
Through that?
Yeah, look, and everything's... You look at all those bad times and it all comes back to all positive. And you look at life and everything builds you up for the next step as an positive in life, and your next step builds you up in a confidence in a way where you can say your next step, you can take 3 steps forward, 1 step back, because nothing is never unbeatable in life. Yeah. And no matter how far you step forward, you might take 1 step back, you'll always step forward, because life is about building forward and life is an experience. And no matter how far you go back, life is an experience that is so great in life.
That's good advice, Derek. You know, I see a lot of blokes who split up with their lovely partners, you know, and it's usually 2 people to tango, but a lot of the times the guy might have anger in him, or it might be the grog. But you know, rather than trying to rebuild themselves and you know, get off the grog or get rid of the anger, they just get pissed every night, you know. And of course, they don't get to see their children. But you didn't do that. You didn't get onto the drugs. You didn't become an alcoholic. You handled it very well. You're looking very healthy.
Look, Michael, I'm not going to argue there. Look, I did hit the grog, and look, I don't mind having a few beers. I'm not going to argue that. But look, my main thing is, when I get my girls, I want to spend the most quality time. I only got them for that short amount of time, and when I've got them, that time has to be cherished with those girls. And
you're a very good father, mate. Your dad he's your best father. One of the best fathers on planet Earth. But that's so right what Derek is saying, ladies and gentlemen. Do what you can with what you've got where you are. You know, a lot of fathers are privileged. They can hug their children every morning, on the weekends, have breakfast together, go to Macca's and everything. A lot of fathers out there who get to see them every fortnight. And but
you know, Michael, there's things there that you know. I know people think to do things with your kids costs a lot of money. I got a pamphlet today. There's a fete going on around the corner from home, and it's free rides, all that for the kids. Now, it's not that it costs a lot of money to take them to like shows, Melbourne show. It's free stuff for the kids. It's one of the weekends I've got the kids, so where are they going? It's all free. I
like your attitude, Derek. A lot of people ring me all the time, and they don't take responsibility. They're the victim. They, she's done this. The tax office done this. The courts has done this.
It's even though the bloke's got to pay the maintenance, you've got to pay it like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, blokes, you've got to understand. You've got to pay it. Yeah. Take it on board. You've got to pay it. You got to pay it. Bad luck. Take it on board, but have a look in your letterbox. You get the free mail. This is what you've got. It's free for the kids. Take them to the park. Take your dog, throw the ball. The kids will have a ball. Take them down the park, have a barbecue.
And that's some pretty good advice, isn't it? Deal with the situation rather than having that victim mentality. That's very important, isn't it? I mean, we hear it all the time. People playing the blame game, never really accepting responsibility for their own actions, that they might have been violent or alcoholics and beat up their partners on a regular basis. But it's always pointing the finger. It's society, the taxes are too high, the courts are crap, the police officer beat me up, and but really we create our own future, and whatever we think about expands, doesn't it? It expands. We really are the designers of our own future, aren't we? And if we don't design our lives and we just react to different situations, we're all over the place, aren't we?
Like, I've got a few mates, Michael, and a lot of us are single dads, and we'll organise together. All right, come on, boys. We'll take them all roller skating.
Beautiful.
So it's quite funny, a few of us, a few carloads, and we're all single dads, and we'll all pick up, and you'll see
the girls would love you, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
All good-looking blokes and kids?
All blokes, and there's 3 kids and 2 dads in the car, and we're all off together, and there's 2 carloads of us with all single dads. And we'll meet up together, and we'll sit down there, and we'll have a cup of coffee, and all the kids are running around, and it's good.
You're creating happiness, mate. You're making the most of the situation.
Yeah, that's right. The kids are all having a ball. All the mates are still getting together. We make a good situation of the, for the kids. Yeah. The kids are having a ball. We try and do the best things with our kids, and we've actually organised, a couple of the boys have actually changed it so all the kids are on the same weekends too. So we've organised it in a nice possible way.
Lovely.
It helps our situation as single dads as well.
Are these mates who, we'll talk about your mates who are split up as well after the next break, but we've got Derek Everard on the couch. We'll be back shortly.